Incoming transmission.
Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 31st of July 2018. I'm looking at The Punisher on the arcade format. And it's by Capcom, so there we go. Sorry about lack of updates last week, folks, but the weather was so warm, the studio was just like an oven, so unfortunately I couldn't get any recording done. So we are hopefully back on track this week, with a bit of a cooler schedule ahead, so I should be back into my normal routine. So here we are, playing as Mr. Castle here. I think you play as Nick Fury if you're in the two-player mode, which I must admit is a great fun game to have with a friend. So you've got the Punisher and Nick Fury and that guy doing his best Negan impression. Okay, so it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up in the vein of Final Fight and such. This time you're taking the lead role as the Punisher. Now it's fairly obvious that it is sort of done by the same people that did Final Fight, everything down to a T pretty much, except for you can now pick up objects and throw them at people and things like that. You also have a gun and grenades which you can use with a special attack. Gun is used at various intervals. Other than that, you're using your fists, your feet, and throwing people into other people, which is great fun. Also, you have weapons that you can pick up as well, which if you look in the bottom left corner, you can see how many hits I've got left before that expires. So you can't just continually do it like in Final Fight. If you had the drain pipe, you could just keep on lashing people with it. With this, you've got to be able to have limited shots. So you've got to use it accordingly. It's probably best to use it against the harder people in the game like this guy. And but it's fairly good, to be fair. It's nice and smooth. The graphics are really, really cartoony and good. I like that a lot. A lot of detail on the characters as well. Not just the main character, but also the mobs and the boss characters as well. Also, a lot of attention paid. I like that. I like that a lot because it shows that they care about the franchise that they were using at the time. So there we are. Like I said, 2 players, so you can be both on the screen at the same time. Nice cartoony kapows and things as you hit as well. That's quite cool. I like that. So yeah, it's like playing a comic book. They've really got this down. I think whoever programmed this one knew a little bit about comic books and how they should look and play, and you know, in these sort of real world type scenarios. So it just works really, really nicely. The sound's nice. The music's good as well. I like that as well. Now you've got a few different techniques you can use. You've got punch, you've got kick. You've got punch and you've got jump, I meant to say. And if you jump and push the attack button at the same time, you will execute a flying kick. If you tap the joystick in one direction, you will run, and then you can push your attack button and you can perform like a slide technique, which I will show you in a bit, I think. I just keep forgetting to use it, to be fair, but we'll put it in there somewhere for you, so you'll be able to see the sort of wide spectrum of the game. You get bonuses at the end there, you can see, which is always nice. Now in typical Punisher style, this guy, it does push the story forward. That's another thing I like about this game. It is story driven. There is a point to it, and you know, you have to follow the storyline. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. And see, in typical Punisher style, he just killed the guy. You get these nice little cutscenes between levels as well. I like the fact that Punisher's in his like classic costume as well. The big skull on the front. Brilliant stuff. Has anyone seen the Netflix Punisher, by the way? Because I haven't seen that yet, and it's on my playlist to go and have a look at. If anyone's seen Punisher, let me know what it's like. Is it worth me keeping it on my playlist? But has anyone actually played this game? And if you have, what did you think of it? Did you enjoy it? Did you play it with friends? And that was quite a cool attack. I'm not quite sure what I did there. I seemed to push 2 buttons at the same time and just grab some guy by his legs and swang him round. I'm not quite sure how I did that. Anyway, how have you guys been surviving in the heat? Have you been alright? Are you still alive out there? It's quite fun because you seem to get like Ken and Ryu as well, almost, making random appearances. I know they're not those characters, just so you know, but they do look somewhat homaged to them, don't they? Again, Punisher, taking no crap from anyone, kicks the crap out of everybody, including these girls that want to pretend to be spiders, which is weird, but never mind. But yeah, animations are really, really fluid. I like that. It's very, very good. I think if you're a Punisher fan, you're going to enjoy this. If you're a Marvel fan, you'll enjoy this. And if you're just a straight-up beat-em-up fan, you'll enjoy this. There's so much to enjoy about this game that I don't think you'd be disappointed. It flows from one level to the next very, very nicely. So it's just very, very fluid. A lot of attention's gone into this, and a lot of thinking on how to make the game fun. And it's just like a variety of mobs as well. You haven't got the same old coming at you all the time. I picked that up. I just realised it was a piece of glass. Cool. Okay, so let's punch these cell doors. Oh, kisses. You're welcome, Mr. Rat. Okay, so here we go. Oh, you get energy back. So yes, interesting. So yeah, you can pick up people just by walking into them, and you'll grab hold of them. So that's fairly Final Fight-ish. I like the fact they use the same graphics as well for when they're on fire. That's quite nice as well. I suppose it saves them having to redo those graphics all over again. Not lazy in my opinion. There are some things that can be deemed as lazy, but this game doesn't seem to display them, which is quite nice. So the boss fights are fairly straightforward and work very well. I think we're going to have one again in a second, actually. So, as you can see, the story pushes on as you play. Now, if you're playing this in the arcade, you'd really, really enjoy this, I think. You can skip the scenes by pushing your attack button, so that's not a problem. So, if you're not overly interested in it, so here we go. We're going to beat up RoboCop or whatever this thing is meant to be, and you'll see as you attack it, it will start to take damage, which is very nice. So we'll sort that out. We will kill this boss, and then you guys can carry on watching The Punisher from Capcom. So there we are. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, this has been The Punisher on the arcade. I have been Rich. This has been the Retro Revival Show for the last day in July. Hope you've enjoyed the review. I will leave you here to enjoy the rest of it. I bid you farewell, keep it retro, and I will be back very soon with a brand new review. You take it easy out there in Retroland, and I'll catch you very, very soon. Bye-bye. For now! Oh.